revision, I could actually do it on my own. So whatever I did is actually consultation, not even from teachers, from friends. I mean, from friends. But one thing I knew, I used to tell God, I'll never waste time. Aki kusema ukweli ikatae tu, ikatae. Lakini haitakataa ati mimi ni mzembe. I used to tell myself that. And when I was actually waking up saa 9 kusoma, nilikuwa nasema najua mwanafunzi wa Loreto sahi ameamka saa 9 na anasoma. Mwanafunzi wa Alliance sahi ameamka saa 9 na anasoma. Tofauti ya Loreto, Alliance na mimi ni masaa. Yes, maybe there is a teacher who is actually teaching them this morning. But God, you are my greatest teacher. It doesn't matter. We shall meet during KCSE time. What a crazy faith. And you see now the KCSE has come and we are doing KCSE. When I got in the village, all guys were actually clapping for me. And they were telling me, my friend, congratulations. Even if you get an E, you are a hero. It doesn't matter. Even if you get an E, you are a he. Yes. And inside myself, I could say, I cannot get an E. Honestly speaking, I cannot get an E. Things happen, my friend. To cut story short, things happened. Things happened. I'm telling you, things happened that I've never believed even up to date. So KCSE is all, almost being announced, and you see the result is almost coming out. And guys are like, okay, my God, now what am I going to get? And one thing I could tell myself, doesn't matter. But one thing I know, I'll not get an E. I'll not get even D. I cannot get even C. Yo kazi yenye nilifanya hiyo, kwani hii syllabus ilitoka binguni? I'll get a good grade. One thing I'm not sure of, sijui kama nitaenda university. That one I can be honest. But kupita mtihani, naweza jaribu, sitapata D. Aki sitapata D. Hiyo kazi kulala saa 4:30, hata saa zingine saa 5. My friend, saa 9 nimeamka. E, D, C minus C, no. Hey, exam came. Exam came. My friend, exam came. I didn't even bother to go and ask friends what I got. But whoever went there earlier came home running. To an extent, he was asked, Kwani, is there a problem? What's wrong? Where is Nation? Where is Nation? Mama, where is Nation? What's wrong? What has happened? I just want to see him. What is wrong? This man has surprised the world. What happened? The man got a B+. Man got a B+. Man got a B+. The man got a B+. Oh, yes. Are you here? Are you listening to what I'm telling you?
Yes.
Do you have electricity in that small room that you sleep there?
Yes.
Do you get food at home? My friend, some of you have bicycle, you don't come footing. And even if you are footing, you just come from within. You have no excuse. You have no excuse or whatever, or whatsoever. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. The topic of today is academic excellence. The story is over. Clap for yourself. Academic excellence. Under academic excellence, we are going to break down the 3 components of academic excellence. 1, content acquiring. 2, content mastering. Content acquiring, the topic is academic excellence. The topic is academic excellence. Under academic excellence, we have the 3 components of academic excellence. 1, content acquiring. Am I audible?
Yes.
2, content mastering. Content mastering. If you are here and you don't have a pen or a book, you are missing a lot. Content mastering. That is 2. 3, content delivery. Content acquiring, content mastering, content delivery. Are you there? Yes. Now, look at what used to happen. Now, I'll be using my own story so that at least you can now reflect in your life in this school. My friend, you have the best school ever. The best school ever with the best teacher. In fact, some of them, I can't even call them teachers. They are mothers. Clap for madam. Motherly character. Motherly character. Now, on content acquiring, what are these particular factors that you need to consider during content acquiring? You should be writing something. Factors considered during content acquiring. Number 1. Factors considering during content acquiring. Number 1. Factors considered during content acquiring. Number 1. Factors considered during content acquiring. Number 1. Avoid noise making in class. Avoid noise making in class. Avoid noise making in. Now, look at this. Now, this is an empty debe. I've worked in schools. I've been in Loreto. I've been in all these particular schools, both performing and non-performing. But one thing that can identify a school with the performance is when you get into a school and you find the school is totally quiet. Totally quiet. A school of 2,000 students. When you get there, you might think that there's no one. There's total silent. Total silent. An empty debe makes a lot of noise. If you are here and one of your weaknesses is to make noise in class, you can define who you are. If you are here and you are making noise in class or you make noise in school, you have nothing in you. But look at, a very, debe with full of knowledge, full of substance, full of everything, full debe, does not have time to make noise. So anything that is noisy is empty. A student who is noisy, she or he is empty. This particular school that is noisy does not have anything or does not associate itself as far as the result is concerned. Avoid making noise in school. That is one of the factors of content acquiring. Number 2, time conscious. Time conscious. Time conscious. How good do you manage your time? I actually visit some schools, my friend. Everything is all by running. Everything is all by running. These guys break time and they are going for tea. They are running. The tradition is running. The culture is running. Left, right, and center. Everything is These guys, they are from mathematics class to English class by everything by running. They don't waste time. What is your culture here? Not as a school. You as an individual. Do you waste the time? If you're one of the caliber of, if you're one of someone who actually wastes time, my friend, you go sit down and calculate how many days do you have this year. You will be surprised. Sit down today before you sleep and calculate how many days do you have, learning days do you have this year. You will be surprised. Minus Saturday and Sundays. You will be surprised. You have no time. You have no time. People, students of Gashia High School, you do not have time. Time conscious is a factor. So on content acquiring, ensure that you use your time promptly. You use your time very well. Avoid wasting time at any cost. Number 3, participate in class. Content acquiring, participate in class. Class participation includes asking questions and answering questions. There's this particular student who is just there. I mean, you are there. The teacher has never heard your voice. You are just there. You are there. You are there in a sense that in class you don't participate, but wait until the lesson is over. That's why we can experience the true color of you. If you are one of the person who doesn't participate in class, you are like a lake that does not have an inlet and out. Are we together? Yes. If you are a student who is in class, just seated, not participating by asking or answering, you are a lake that does not have an inlet or a outlet. And most probably, you do not have an inlet because you are not acquiring much. And the best way to acquire much is by asking and answering. As you engage, as you interact, by asking and answering, you get to know what you didn't know, what you don't know. And by the end of the lesson, you do not remain the same again. Participate in class. Participate in class. Participate in class. Number 4, inferiority complex. Content acquiring, one of the factors that actually, must be considered. Avoid inferiority complex. Avoid inferiority. There are those particular people, they have information, but just to raise up their hands to ask a question, it is a taboo to them. They feel that we are going to laugh at them. We are going to judge them. We are actually going, to segregate them. Please do not, actually consider whoever is seated next to you during that particular time. You came in school alone. And one thing that you need to embrace is that you leave this school alone. The results you'll get in that particular, a certificate of yours, you'll never share with anyone else. It will define you as an individual. So whatever you do, know that the time comes, you will carry your own cross. We have to see, for the 4 years you've been in this school, what have you done? For the 4 years that you've been in this school, what have you done? By the way, let me tell you, the employers nowadays, they are not looking for university certificates. They are not. You'll get time with your teachers and they will tell you. The employers, hata ukikuja hapa uandikwe kazi kama mwalimu, hatutafuti university certificate. Tunaangalianga, wewe ni mwalimu wa biology chemistry. Biology ulipata nini? Ndio uanze kufunza Yes. So all teachers in this school who are teaching all subjects, they pass in that subject. So for you to actually get an employment out there, you must pass well in national examination, specifically KCSE. So the first thing that the employer will actually ask, what did you get in KCSE? Yes, you graduated with the first class. But KCSE ulipata nini? That's what the employer wants to see. Work hard, my friend. Work hard, my friend. And remember, you have no choice. You have no excuse. You do not have excuse, my friend. Look at my life. Look at my life, my friend. If I can actually move from one point to another, I reach a point of almost falling, but I wake up. I reach at a point I'm almost finished, but somehow wake up until I made it. Who are you, my friend? In a very smart uniform, in a very big school like this, well facilitated. You do not have excuse. Utatuambia nini? There's nothing you tell us, my friend, if you don't perform. You must perform. Avoid inferiority complex. Una information but we ni muoga. Fear is a sin. Uoga ni dhambi. Are we together? Yes. That is how things are. Content acquiring. We are there. Be present in school. Avoid absenteeism. Avoid absenteeism. Today you are in school. Tomorrow you are in school. The entire days of the week you are nowhere to be seen. We can't trace you. You come to school only 1 day or 2 days. The entire 3 days of the week, my friend, you go missing. You are losing a lot. Why? Because when you come back, we are not where we were when you left. We've gone. However much I may explain to you, maybe as a student, I may not explain to you the way the teacher could have done that. So you've lost something. Be in school always. Be present. Be in school. Be present. Be in school. Wacha ujulikane kama mwanafunzi mwenye alikuja shuleni kuanzia January mpaka vile mwaka uliisha. Avoid absenteeism. If you are here, my friend, and you are fond of absenteeism, you are a big loser. Slowly you are getting nowhere. If you are here and you come to school today, the following 3-4 days you are nowhere to be seen, my friend, you are missing a lot. Avoid that. Do away with that. Delete that from your mind. Delete that from your system. My friend, run away from absenteeism. Run away. Literally take off. Because that one will cost you. Are we together? Let's go quickly to content mastering. How do you master content? How do you master content? The teacher is teaching in class. And this content, you must master it so that it can actually help you in exam. Exam is around the corner. May it be a midterm exam, opener, or end term, or end year, whichever kind of exam is coming. And you've been in class all through. Exam is coming. How do you master the content? Number one, be a good listener. Be a good listener. Are we together? Yes. In class, listen, and listen very well. By saying that, avoid any friend who is very destructive. If you are sitting to a neighbor who is quite destructive, literally run away. By the way, let me tell you something. One of my characteristics when I was in high school is that I used to have few friends. Kwa huo muda wenye nilikuwa na pip tu ndani na natoka nje. Niko huko term moja, 2 terms nje. I used to have few serious friends. Few, but very serious. It doesn't matter what talk about me, but what matters is that I'm here for a season and are we together? I'm here for a season and a reason. And a time comes whereby the season will go. Now the reason remains. And the question will be, why did you go to school? The season is over. Your 4 years in high school is over. That's the season I'm talking about. Now the reason is that, why did you go to school? So what did you got? I mean, how did you perform? Use your season very well. Are we together? Yes, use your season very well. There's no way you'll be in a school. I mean, you will never, if you are in Form 2, if you are in Form 1, if you are in Form 4. Hautawahi kuwa na kikao kama hiki, masaa kama haya, dakika kama hii. You will never. You will never be in Form 4 this year, this week, this day, this hour. This hour ikiisha, imeisha. You will never trace it. So in that case, use your time maximally well. Are we together? Yes. Content mastering. Write your notes neatly. For those who are writing, write your notes and write them neatly. Write your notes very well. Write your notes very well. There are these people actually who pretend to be so smart. They don't want to take any note down. Let me tell you, even sometimes a computer make an error. You have to take short notes for references. No one is perfect. So when the teacher is speaking, ensure that you have a pen. Take some short notes. During your free time, you'll be flipping these papers to see what is this thing that the teacher was talking about. So how did he talk about this? How do we go about this? This part I didn't understand. I actually need to go for more references, for more understanding. But if you didn't take some short notes or some notes, you will miss it completely. So take notes. And not just taking notes. Ensure that you take notes very well. Your notes must be neat. They must be neat. Content mastering. Are we together? Yes. Content mastering, my friend. If there is something you need in a high school, is to master the content. Why? Because there's no multiple choices. You must read, understand. You must be in a process to interpret and transfer from your own brain to the examination paper. Why? Because there are no choices. You must write a sentence, well understood, good English. Content mastering. Number 3, speak English in school. Speak English in school. If there are people in this school who are not speaking English, my friend, the problem that examiners are going through out there is language barrier. People are mixing. You know, a friend of mine was telling me that there's a paper that I was marking. I don't know whether this particular person was speaking Kiluo or English, but I can conclude that this student was speaking Ingluo. So what is an Ingluo? Is there a language called an Ingluo? Yes, there's nothing of that kind. Why? The influence of mother tongue. Avoid and run away. Avoid mother tongue interaction, kind of. Avoid mother tongue interruption. It shouldn't actually interrupt you in any way. Speak English in school. It doesn't matter whether it's broken. Some of us, we've come from far. My friend, I wish you could hear my first English when I was stepping in Form 1. Some of us, we've come from far. Even standing before people, it was a problem. But here we are. Even making a sentence in English, it was a taboo. But here we are, my friend. Speak English in school. We are here to learn. No one is perfect. Speak English. Oh yes, if you can forget everything, be a person who can construct a sentence in English, whether you are speaking to the teacher or you are speaking to your fellow students. Are we together? Speak English in school. Avoid shame. Avoid mother tongue, my friend. I feel I have to hit that again. Speak English in school. The only exam that is set out of English is Swahili. And it's not just set in Sheng. It's set in Kiswahili Sanifu, my friend. Speak English in... Not in Kiswahili Sanifu. Speak English in school. It is only Swahili that is actually set in Kiswahili. But mathematics in English, right? English, English. Biology, chemistry, and all remaining subjects in English. Speak English in school. The moment you impress English, the moment English gets into you, you've solved the academic problems by almost 30%. Why? The problem that some of us face is a construction. You have a point, yes. You have a point, yes. My friend, you have a point in your mind. But the problem is to transfer this particular point from your mind to the paper. You don't have the language. Speak English in school. Even if it's a broken English, we shall correct you. Are we together? Yes. Speak English in school. Speak English in school. Content mastering. Speak English in school. It's very important. It will save you. It will save you. And it will help you where, you don't understand. Let's talk about content delivery. Now, on content delivery, one thing that you need to understand is that now you've acquired, first of all, you've acquired, and after you've acquired, You've mastered, and after you've mastered, you need to do what? To deliver. Are we together? There's no way you can deliver what you've not mastered. And that's where we get people, cheating in exam. Because you've not actually acquired and you want to deliver. You cannot deliver what you've not acquired. Can you give what you don't have? You cannot. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot. You must have something to give. So the examination paper is there and is actually requiring your answers in blank spaces. Deliver the content that you acquired, you mastered. Now the time for delivering has come. Are we together? On content delivery, number one. On content delivery, number one. Read your notes and understand them. Number one, read your notes and understand them. Read your notes and understand them. On content delivery, read your notes and understand them. Number two, do extra work. Do extra work. Do extra work. A very serious student, after she or he has finished the school work today, he will actually go home and do some extra work. Do extra work. Number three, have a personal timetable. Have a personal timetable. Do you have a personal timetable? And be honest with me. Wisinidanga, do you? Do you have? Clap for her. She's very honest. Yes. Have a personal time. If you are here and you don't have a personal timetable at home, you are missing something. Do you? You are missing something. Have a personal timetable, friends. Why? Because after all these things that we've done today, and now the assignment will be done, and now it gets to a point whereby you've done the assignment that have been given by the teachers. You need your own time to do your own work. And guess why? You need your personal timetable. Before you leave the school, you need to know, what is my timetable talking about today? Today I have CRE. Now before I go home, I go pick my CRE book, I put in my bag. I put the CRE question papers, I put in my bag. I actually ensure that I'm going home with a CRE book, with a CRE question paper. I go do them. When I come tomorrow, I give the teacher to mark. Once the teacher has marked, I actually get to see which are this particular question I didn't go right. I have to go and do revision and bring back to the teacher for remarking again. If you clap, clap very well. If you mean clapping, clap. Yes. Are we together? You cannot do that. Let me tell you. You cannot do that the whole term and remain the same again. You cannot. You cannot. Believe me, you. Maybe people didn't understand. Let me talk about it again. Personal time. And from now, not today. Remember I said we do not have time. From now, if you are sure, if you are very sure that you don't have a personal timetable, right from this meeting, my friend, go and draft a personal timetable. If you don't know how to go about it, your teachers will help you. Are we together? Have a personal timetable. And this is how it's supposed to run. You are leaving school today in the evening. You are going at home. And as you go at home, some of us, we actually spend from, 5 or 6 to around 10 doing totally nothing. And if we can get a video of what some of us do or does at home there, you will actually find that this particular person is on a TV, is on a remote, is actually playing cards. This person is busy with things that does not actually benefit him or her. You are making unnecessary story. And can I tell you something? Some of us, we go to an extent of hooking up with a company of people who are actually not going to school. In fact, can I surprise you? School dropouts. Avoid that. So have a personal timetable from now. As you get home, ensure that what am I going to do? Today, my timetable is talking of chemistry. I pick chemistry, all revisional of chemistry books. I go and pick all question papers of chemistry if you are a Form 4, even if it's a question paper from Form 1, because it can be examined. Work with them at home. As you actually get at home, after this particular normal assignment, are we talking? Yes. Are we together, people from the other side? Yes. After you finished all this assignment that you've been given by the teacher, come now to your personal timetable. What am I supposed to be doing? I have chemistry. So what topic? Don't read everything. Which topic am I handling today? Mole concept, salt, alkaline and alkaline earth metals, structure and bonding. Name them. What else? If you are in Form 4, what else? Radioactivity and all these particular kind of topics. Are we together? So come up with this particular topic. Go and work on that particular topic seriously. At subtopic after subtopic after subtopic after subtopic after subtopic. Once you've actually read everything, go back to questions. Do questions concerning all that